Welcome to Big Life Weekly Series, where we empower high achievers to break free from limits, unlock their natural potential, and live a big life. I'm your host, Robert Acosta, and each week we will explore the strategies, mindsets, and tools you need to thrive, not just in your professional career, but in every aspect of your life. Whether you're a leader looking for a better balanced life, an entrepreneur aiming for sustainable success, or someone ready to take the next step toward your best self, this podcast is your space to grow, reflect, and take action. Let's dive into today's episode. So, hello, I'm Robert Acosta, and I'm here with Dr. Kristen Poe, CEO and owner of Poe Holistic Health in the great Boston area in the United States. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you so much.
So I like to get started right away, as I said, so we can capture as much as possible to showcase your business. So can you give us a 90-second overview of what your business does and why you got into it?
Sure. Yeah. So, as you said, I am the owner, CEO, and main practitioner of Poe Holistic Health and Wellness, which is a functional health and holistic practices that uses a number of different non-invasive modalities to help support and optimize health and wellness for
Okay.
all of our clients. It's a combination of holistic health therapy, which includes a very detailed, in-depth initial consultation, which will get a full health history of our clients, along with their goals, desires, and how we can best work together to support them. That almost always includes nutrition, lifestyle modifications, the use of practitioner professional grade supplementation, sometimes herbs and homeopathics. Also, I am a naturopathic doctor, so I am a connective tissue and fascia specialist. So we
Oh,
deal with a lot of chronic pain, um, you know, issues and symptoms, and we try our best to help restore mobility, circulation, function. And then the other hat I wear is I am a board certified sexologist. So relationships, intimacy, sexual health. So we're kind of a one-stop shop here as far as all things lifestyle, health, and wellness go.
okay. So when you say holistic, you really meant it.
I did. Yes, yes.
So, what do you enjoy the most, or what do you enjoy most about your work in the health and wellness business that you're in?
So I think the thing I enjoy the most is being able to, number one, live out my passion. I am so passionate about health and wellness, and I think um, people don't realize just sometimes small lifestyle modifications can change things for the better. So I feel blessed and grateful every day to be able to share my knowledge, my expertise, my experience. And honestly, health is the greatest gift and the greatest wealth we have. So if there's anything I can do to encourage people to optimize their health, be the best version of themselves, and live, a better, healthier life, like there's
Right.
nothing I can ask for.
So you enjoy that you know that it works 100%, and it's simple, but you have to just be consistent and do little things every day, and that's going to happen. So knowing that, it's joyful to share with someone because you know they're going to have results, right?
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So in your area of expertise on what you do, how do you define success in the work you do?
I mean, I think when we hear the word success, there's always going to be a financial component attached to that. But
Could
of
be.
course, it's a little bit of that. But for me, the ultimate definition of success is really being able to help as many people as I can, empower as many people as I can to take charge of their health and wellness and lead a healthier life, and establish ultimate longevity and vitality. That is, I feel like, my life's work, my life's calling is to inspire, to educate, and to help. So if I am able to do that, for my life, and for as many people as possible, then to me that is the ultimate success.
Yeah, it looks like success is not a place that you're going to reach, but the process that you live in with your people, with your patients, or with your clients, and seeing those results and knowing that you can help them, it's a
Right.
constant state of success, right? Kind of
Yeah.
what I feel.
Yep.
So, what do you say that is the biggest problem or challenge that you see in the health and wellness industry, and how are you solving that challenge for yourself, your clients, and even referral partners?
Sure. So I think ultimately COVID changed a big part of the framework for the healthcare industry. It became incredibly overburdened and understaffed. And, we got to hand it to all of our Western medical providers. They're doing their best they can every day to provide care. And there's only so much as human beings that they can do. So I think a lot of times what happens is unless somebody goes in with something that is like a life-threatening emergency or very acute or an abnormal test lab exam, it's kind of like they kind of fall through the cracks. And it's like I often have clients that are in my office like, well, my testing was good, my labs were all good, they said I'm fine, but I feel awful. So it's being able to, offer some advice, some education, and some alternative, non-invasive ways to help them support their bodies and their wellness. So I think it's bridging the gap between Western and holistic health and having those two health modalities work in unison. And I think the other problem is that not a lot of people know exactly what holistic health is. I think they kind of feel like it's either Western medicine or Eastern medicine, and it's like it's so not like that. And I actually my view as kind of a thought leader in this space is like we really need a healthy blend of both to achieve ultimate results. So it's educating people on how they can blend the two modalities.
I think you nailed it in that last word, education. You
Yep.
really, it's ignorance that it gets you in this trap of it has to be this or this, so like it's an opposite a battle, but it's not. It's they can be combined into one, and even can have more power that way, right?
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
Okay. So, who would you say is your ideal client, and what significant outcomes can you expect from them when they can expect from you when you're working with them?
First and foremost, their comfort level with me is at the top of my priority list. I know there's nothing worse than working with somebody you're not comfortable with. So to off the bat, I am open-minded. I am willing to work with almost anybody. You will get kindness, you will get respect, you will get my attention to detail, and really trying to individualize and concierge the approach with every single person I work with. There's really almost no one, unless they have a really acute medical situation going on, that I won't work with. I'm willing to meet almost anybody where they are in their walk of life, whether it's somebody that is just looking to optimize their health and wellness, or somebody that has been suffering with a chronic condition or disease and looking to incorporate the holistic approach in their current healthcare plan. So we kind of do a little bit of everything.
So I guess you have better success or better results with people that are open to learn new things, because we are so embedded in the Western medicine that we doubt about those new things, which are no new, ancient things that
Exactly.
it's the opposite. They think they're new, but there's a
Not,
more
you're right.
old, right?
Yep.
So the education to have people that are open to learn, if you have those kind of people, I think this just came into my mind that it would be your ideal client, because you're going to have, let's say, faster results because they are open. Is
Right.
that right?
And usually, to kind of piggyback on that, by the time they're in my office, they usually are in that mode where they're willing
Okay.
to be open-minded and try a little bit of a different approach, because where they're currently at hasn't been working out. Yeah, they're usually, by the time they're in my office, they're in a space where they're pretty open-minded and open to trying something new, because everything they've been doing hasn't been. working fully for them.
I get it. And you know how nowadays more people are actively seeking solutions to
Yeah.
achieve better outcomes, and I think they're open. So, what would you say that makes you unique in the way you help them achieve those outcomes?
So my hashtag and motto is holistic but realistic. So kind of to piggyback off before what I said, a blend of Eastern and Western is I believe in incorporating, holistic health, lifestyle, nutrition, diet, supplementation, testing, all of this stuff. But at the same time, it's meeting people where they are in their walk of life and complementing what they're currently doing with their traditional Western and modern medicine practitioners. So it's really having that middle of the road blend. I am so lucky to have a referral system. I actually get referrals from primary care and specialist MDs all the time. I have a great referral network that I work with. So it's really having that dual-minded, open-minded approach. So it's kind of that clinical mindedness with the holistic blend that I think makes me unique in this field. And I'm very kind of edgy and willing to kind of step my toe over the line with certain things that other people won't do. So it's really kind of my claim to fame as far as that goes.
It looks like you treat your patients like individually, like they're different. So it's not one solution for everybody. So you don't pressure specific solutions until you understand what stage of life they are and what they are open to receive, right?
Exactly.
So that could be part of your uniqueness. So would you say that what's the strangest or funniest incident you've experienced while working in your holistic health business that you can remember?
The funniest? Well, I had a situation, where I had three patients show up in my waiting room at the same time for the same appointment slot.
Oh,
I walked out and I had three people staring at me, and I'm like, huh, okay. Um, one of you has an appointment with me, but who is it? And it turns out two of the three had messed up their appointment date. One was supposed to be in the day after, and one was supposed to be in the week after, and they just lost sight of it. So as a provider, it was kind of like, oh God, like who do I take? What do I take? So yeah, that was a good one.
so how do you solve it? Do you treat them the three?
Well,
Just
I asked them all to, because my booking system is all automated. So I asked them all to please pull up their appointment confirmation.
right.
Um, so I was able to figure out based on the time and date whose appointment it actually was.
Yeah, I think it's important for you because you have a lot of patients back to back, I guess. No, you cannot
Oh
mess
yeah,
that
it's
up.
always, it's always like that. And if you have three new people, you don't know what they look like, who's who. Um, or if I messed up, which at that point, I mean, I do, of course, I'm human, I do mess up on occasion, but that was just one of those kind of life twists and turns. We were all laughing.
Yeah, it's good to have sometimes something that derails us to our mechanic way of doing things because we just breathe in, breathe out, and say and solve the problem, right? Yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
amazing.
exactly.
So my next question would be, what do you see as the common trends within your business or in the health and wellness industry, and how are you staying on top of that? Because the world is moving fast. So
Yes.
how do you keep that being in top of that?
So to your point, we live in a tech world. We live in a world where everything's done quickly and on the internet and whatever. So anybody can go to Google or Safari and get information like this. So I think it is important on my end from a clinical standpoint as well. I always am looking at new technology, new advances, and new things that I can incorporate here to stay on top of the holistic industry, especially as I see this trend toward people being more aware of their health and wellness, and wanting to incorporate holistic health into their into their, their healthcare repertoire for health optimization. So it is important for me to say, okay, what's up and coming? What are the trends? What are the things I'm seeing in my office as far as health problems go, or what people are seeking, or what types of problems people are coming in, and ensuring that I'm continuing to be on my A game with education, technology, and everything that comes with it.
Yeah, I just thinking about I have a client like that, and they have the challenge rather than giving more information. People have so much information now that you
Yes.
need to clean that up just to focus on the right thing rather than all the nonsense that are around, right?
Percent, yeah, because to that point, it's like people come in and they're like, I really want to clean up my diet and nutrition, but I don't know how. I look up one thing on weight loss and fat loss, and this one's telling me don't eat carbs. This one's telling me don't eat fat. This one's telling me go keto. This one's telling me this, and they come in more overwhelmed than when they started the
Right.
process. So yes, it's really going back to basics and simplifying the process and taking
Simple.
that head stress out of it.
Yeah, that's the key. Simplify, and it's the hardest thing, but
Yes.
you have to do it. So, what advice would you give someone just starting with the health and wellness industry?
it I would tell them focusing on your health is honestly the best thing you will ever do, because unless you have your health and you feel good, really nothing else in life matters. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what you have. If you feel awful, you're not going to be able to enjoy everything that you've strived for in your life, or everything that you have in your life when you're not feeling well. So investing in your health and wellness is truly the greatest gift. Nothing negative can ever come from good nutrition, good gut health, diet, good sleep, hydration, movement, and investing in your longevity and wellness. We have one life here, and our body's a temple, and we got to take care of it.
Right. Oh, definitely. I completely agree. If you don't take care of the body you have, how are you going to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish? Because you're
Right.
going to take your body everywhere. You cannot get detached from your body. Yeah, I
Exactly.
think it's that's amazing approach. So, what do you say is your biggest failure? Let's talk about not very good things, failure or challenge that you face in this point in your life. Could be in your life or even in your business that really is shaping who you are right now or
Sure.
shaping the business you have right now.
Sure. I think the biggest challenge is time. Not having enough time for everything that I want to do. I'm blessed and lucky. I have three small kiddos.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm a mom of three, well, managing my practice. And it's like, I have a pretty hefty waiting list at this point, and it's trying to help as many people as possible, but I only have so much time because on the other end, I'm focusing on my family and my kids and the demands of motherhood and in my own life. So it's being able to meet expectations on both ends. Something's always got to give. So that I would say that is my biggest challenge is the balance, the work-life balance.
Right. So what is this? If you can indicate or yeah, choose one thing that was the most instrumental or is right now the most instrumental to your success or to find the better balance, what would be that thing that you are doing right now or you have done to approach to that to the best balance you're talking about?
So, like setting boundaries. So, I have very clear office hours. And once I'm out of the office, I am 100% focused on my family and my kids.
Right.
I've also set boundaries at home where I have designated times where I won't touch my computer. That way I'm able to focus with my kids. And then I have other times where, I've been able to, since COVID, 50% of my practice is virtual. I have clients all over
Oh,
the United States. So a lot of the times I am able to be with my kids and do what I need to do, but also work from home. So that has been kind of the balance of being able to. I'm trying my best to balance
yeah.
both. be
I
successful
think,
people.
yeah, it's a great answer. Setting boundaries is crucial for everyone in every state of life and in every industry, I would say, right?
Yep, very true.
So, what is the next area? What is the next thing that you want to grow? Also, what is the area of growth of yourself? I like that you're talking about yourself and your business, like, and to balance that. I would say it's difficult to balance, but how to integrate, because it's the kind of like you only are you, one person, living rather than putting different hats. How do you integrate the way you are integrating your business and your personal life? What would be the next area that you need to grow personally or business wise?
I think that continuing to take my, my practice to continue to move it towards the virtual trend. I feel like that is, whether it's through education, webinars, influencing, whatever it might be. So really continuing to explore that virtual space, because I feel like you can reach so many people by doing that. As you said, when I'm in here, I can only see so many people a day. I can only reach so many people. But the internet is you can reach millions of people um, at the same time. So I think it is a resource that continues, that on my end needs to be tapped into. So it's really, um, that's really what I feel my practice needs to continue toward. I will always have a space where I see patients in office, but I'm really looking to grow more nationally, more globally, where I'm consulting with patients all over the U.S., which I am currently, and even perhaps globally. So tapping into that more.
Yeah, so we come back to that theme of education. I think it's
Yes.
key that people know that there are different ways to be healthy and happy at the same time, and even successful, because sometimes they sacrifice health for success or for money, let's say, or they sacrifice money for health, which
Right.
shouldn't be that way. So yeah, definitely education, and that way you can, yes, help people without seeing them,
Right.
or prepare people to seeing you with more open-minded, yeah, and so, and ready to receive, and you're going to have for sure better results, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So this is a funny question, I know, but if you could have lunch with one person, living or dead, who would it be and why?
Okay. So I have a tie here. It would be between Marilyn Monroe or Sophia Loren.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, and I'll elaborate on that. So we all know Marilyn Monroe, right? She was a fashion and beauty icon of her time. And it was during a time when being provocative and being a woman rising up wasn't easy. So her influence really extends beyond just fashion and beauty. She's become a symbol of empowerment, femininity, individuality, sexuality, that I just admire so much, because she was breaking down walls when it wasn't so accepted. And I really admire that. I believe she said something to the effect of, I'm okay living in a man's world as long as I can be a woman in it. So she really embraced her womanhood, her femininity, and breaking down those taboos and those societal social norms that were at the time. And I really admire that. I admire, a big part of health and wellness is, vitality. And I feel like, looking good is part of feeling good. So I really admire that aspect of things too, and just being a complete game changer and powerhouse at that time, and really willing to have that edge and have her toe over the line. Like, I pride myself on being a little bit edgy as well. So I really can admire that. And the same for Sophia Loren. I mean, these women were just powerhouses at a time, beautiful and smart, and just industry rising. And, everybody knows those two names, even
Right.
decades and decades later.
So what would be one question that you would would ask her?
I would probably ask, what is your biggest advice for success? and what makes you successful, and what is your motto on life, and how do you stay true to yourself?
I guess that's a question that you're asking yourself as well, maybe to your future self, right? What
Right.
is what? How can I be better or be true to myself and at the same time have success in any? And I think when you're thinking about success, because you put it at the beginning, it's not money success. It's in all areas of your life, I guess, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Okay, that's amazing. So what is the best way that for people to contact you if you'd like to work with you? Would they like to work with you or discuss referral partnerships? What is the best way to contact you?
Best way for contact is my website, www.poholistichealth.com, or through my email, drkristenpoe@poholistichealth.com.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Also, I'm also heavily, I do a lot with Instagram. My handle is Dr. Kristen Poe. I'm on TikTok. So I do a lot on social media as well.
Okay, perfect. Well, that was terrific. I really enjoyed this conversation with you. Thank you for joining me on Big Life Weekly series. I hope today's episode gave you the insight, inspiration, and tools you need to move closer to the life you're meant to live. Remember, true success isn't just about what you achieve. It's about how you feel while you achieving it. If you found value in our conversation, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with others who are ready to embrace their big life. Until next time, stay focused, keep growing, enjoy life, and break free.